Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome or welcome back to Stars Aligned Oracle YouTube channel on the Lucky Stars community. Cat Star here with your mid-September 2023 reading. Oh my gosh, already. As a reminder, my readings are for entertainment and are general in nature. They may or may not resonate for everybody, so please do take what is for you and leave what isn't. For those of you liking and sharing the videos, thank you so much. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. I also want to give a huge shout out to all of the new and returning viewers and subscribers, and to the channel members. Thank you all so much for being here. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. All right, so as you can see, we have 5 decks here. We also have this guy, which I don't think is in frame right now, but we're going to get that in. That's the decision maker. We're going to have you think of a question here in just a moment once I get all these guys shuffled, and we'll ask for an answer. All right. Now, let's go ahead and talk a little bit. This is today, as at the time of filming this, and I'm pretty sure, unless there's issues with uploading, that it'll be going live later today as well. Today is September 14th, so this is for the September mid-month, September 2023 mid-month reading. Normally I would do that on the 15th, but tomorrow's Friday and we've got the money career reading, and I've got a couple other things to do tomorrow, so we're doing it today. Also, I believe today is the Virgo, or the new moon in Virgo, so I thought we'd talk about that for just a second as well. So for this Virgo new moon here, it's actually kind of about streamlining. This is more about, for this one specifically, a lot of times it's about new beginnings, the new moon, right? New moon makes sense, right? Calling new things in, planting new seeds. But for this one, it's actually a bit different, or it feels a bit different. It feels more like you're noticing or paying attention to or seeing things that are being harvested, or you're nurturing, cultivating for the harvest. Okay. This energy with Virgo is kind of about streamlining and strategy and getting things together. Okay. Getting planning, maybe for the fourth quarter, maybe it's planning for the next year, whatever it may be. But this is kind of where you're at. You're cultivating, you're nurturing seeds that have already been planted, and you're beginning to see a potential for those to come to fruition. Okay. Gorgeous energy coming through with this. Also, there's an energy in, that was 8th house, this is 4th house for Aquarius, a family, home, kind of starting to see a potential for calming down is what's coming through. Family, home life, that kind of thing. There's a harmony coming through. There's a peacefulness kind of coming through. So that's all good stuff coming through for the second half of September, and with that Virgo new moon. Okay, so things to think about. Pay attention to what's showing up. Paying attention to the signs. I'm going to tell you, this morning I used the single, I think it's Folgers single decaf single coffee things. They come in a box of 6. I should have brought that, but when I had to open a new box today because I was out, and there actually was 7. See, so, which I was like, they're not coming out. It's like they're stuck and whatever. So I'm like shaking the box, and then 7 fell out. 7 of the singles. I know that's not probably a big deal, but I was like, wow, yay, bonus, right? Lucky me, I got an extra one. So now instead of 6 days worth of coffee, I have the full week, right? Seeing those things, noticing those things, being grateful for those things, showing that gratitude, right? Being like, yes, bonus, right? Or lucky me, look what happened, or what. Pay attention, because there's going to be a lot showing up over the next couple of weeks, Aquarius, and you can hold me to that. Okay, there are things that you had been intending, or intentions that you sent out, or things that you are manifesting for potentially even since last year, that are going to be showing up. They're going to be showing up. Mark my words on this. Okay, mark my words on this. Your prayers are heard, Aquarius, and they're going to be coming to fruition. You're going to be seeing the signs, and or them, whatever it may be, whatever it is you've been intending, the goals you've set, whatever you've been calling in, coming into fruition, whether this is a person, whether this is a an amount of money or a career, a job, a home, whatever it is, the seeds were already planted. You already did that. This isn't what this new moon in Virgo is about. We're mid-September, moving through the rest of September. It's more about nurturing, cultivating, because the signs are going to be showing up. Your prayers have been heard here, Aquarius, and you're going to be seeing signs and or the actual reality of them showing up. Okay, so go ahead here really quickly and think of a question. It could be a question about anything. It could be a question about seeds you've planted, intentions you've set, goals that you've set, things that you're calling in, things that you're kind of indecisive about at a crossroad, whatever it may be. And we're going to get an answer here. Okay, now I want to show you this. I have used this before. This is called the decision maker. If you haven't seen the video on this, it's been a while. I got this at a garage sale. A couple got it for a wedding gift, but they were moving and needed to downsize. So they, yeah, beautiful story. I have a video where I talked about it, but I don't remember which one it is. If I can figure out which one it is, because there's so many, if I can figure out which one it is, I'll link it at the end. Otherwise, there'll be some other rando, maybe one's linked. But it does say try again, no way, definitely, maybe, yes, and ask a friend. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to shoot this ball out around. Now, I do put this is a piece of wood that somebody made for me. Super thankful for that. I do put it on that, but it still kind of leans a little bit. So I'll probably hold it on this one side just to make it even. I'm not in any way doing anything as far as the answer goes. I'm just holding it to make it even. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead. Think of your question. I'm going to go ahead and throw the ball around here. Ooh, hit the edge. Now, I'm not holding it the whole time. You can see that it moves, but when it's really moving, then it does that. All right. It landed on yes. So whatever your question was, your answer is yes. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So you don't have to question. You don't have to wonder. You just get to wait and have it show up. It could be whatever. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and just pick one card. We already shuffled these. We're going to pick one card from each of these just to give you an idea of what you need to know, what to surrender, what might be coming in, a lesson, whatever it may be that comes through here, Aquarius, okay, for this new moon in Virgo and mid-September 2023. Your first card that you have is trust, okay? We just talked about that just a second ago. You got the answer. Yes, you don't have to worry. It's already done. It is done. It is done. It is done. Your prayers are heard. They are being answered. Just wait and watch. Trust that it's already done. Excuse me, without even reading this, trust that it is already done. It is already coming through. It's already coming to fruition. You already planted the seeds. You've cultivated, or you're still cultivating maybe, or nurturing them, but it is already done. Yes, trust that that's true for you, okay? It says, while your logical mind is dictating a supposedly clear direction, your soul's inner guidance is urging you to follow an alternative path. The logical path may be one that you consider safe and more familiar, but you could be missing out on boundless opportunities and so much more, okay? So if you're feeling called to something or pulled to something, Aquarius, even if it feels illogical, go towards that. But also trust that, right? A lot of times when even if we have an answer, even if we're seeing signs, we're still like, oh, I'm not sure, is it really coming, is it really going to happen, is it, right? That kind of thing. So Spirit's asking you to, you already have the answer. Yes, you already potentially are seeing signs, right? Getting extra singles in your coffee box or whatever it may be, right? Just trust that it's already done. You don't have to think about it anymore. You don't have to worry about it anymore. It's already here. Just wait for it to show up. Notice the signs when they come. Be grateful. Show gratitude, right? Be like, yes, bonus, or yes, it's happening, or yes, I already know it's here. Whatever it is, just trust, okay? Now you also have, let's see, surrender. What to surrender? Surrender to creativity. Let your imagination soar. Stay open to all creative ideas and how to pursue your dreams or solve a problem. So see, there's creative solutions that are ready to show up. They're ready to come in, or they're already happening, Aquarius. Surrender to that. Don't be like, oh no, I don't have time for that, or oh, yeah, I packed up my paintbrushes a long time ago, or whatever it is. Surrender to it. Let it come through. Let it come through you, Aquarius. Okay, let your imagination go wild. Let it soar, okay? Because there's going to be so much that's going to be coming through within that creativity. You're going to potentially you know, create areas or pockets or spaces within yourself where the answers to problems can come through, or the solutions to things that feel challenging can come through, because you're not spending all that time, right? Let that creativity reflect through what it is that you have been working to work out within yourself, or within a situation, within your life, or whatever it may be. Creativity opens the window, opens the door. It also mirrors back or mirrors out kind of this energy of, all right, I'm open, I'm ready. Let's have some beautiful energy to come back in. I'm going to put my beautiful energy. I'm going to let my imagination come through. I'm going to let it soar. I'm going to let everything come through, right? I'm going to let myself be open to this. I'm going to lose time. I'm going to do what feels amazing. I'm going to put myself out there, whatever it may be, as far as that creativity goes for you here, Aquarius. But let it happen, and then that can be mirrored back. The solutions can come through, right? There's so much. Lose time, Aquarius. Allow yourself to be so wrapped up in something or someone that you actually lose time, where you are like, you know what? It doesn't matter what time it is. It doesn't matter what's happening in the world. I'm here in this moment with this person, or doing this thing that keeps my full attention, that I am super enthused and super enthralled in, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Get lost in those moments, Aquarius, okay? Because in those moments, we're not wondering or checking where it's at, or when it's happening, or if it's coming true, or we're just trusting and we're following what feels good. We're in that flow, we're in that state, and then that gets mirrored back to us, okay? Beautiful energy coming through here. Now let's look at a potential lesson that might be coming in. There's a potential for grief. Some of you, this grief, it says, I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. Something is falling away, though, Aquarius. This is something that is not helpful. That is not something that you want anymore, or that isn't beneficial or supportive. Maybe you still do want it, but it's falling away. It could be a relationship as well. It could be something that has to do with a career. It could be a place to live, right? When something comes in, right, something new, that we have to make space for that. And that means something needs to go away, okay? Something needs to fall away. And that's where this is coming from. That doesn't mean that we don't grieve that, or that doesn't feel like it's a loss, but it does make that space, that room. So this lesson is coming through during this time, Aquarius. This probably isn't the first time you felt this lesson or had this lesson come through for you, but this is going to be a very impactful time for this lesson to come through, because for some of you, it's going to be a breakthrough kind of moment where you're going to be like, oh, I see what's happening here. Okay, yes, this doesn't feel good. It feels challenging. It feels like a loss. I feel that grief. I feel down. Maybe I feel a little even blue or sad or whatever. But I do see that it is making that space, that room for what I've prayed for to come in. I get it. I get it. Thank you. Okay. Wow, that's pretty profound. Okay, now let's see what card. Yee! Look at you get back to back, Three of Swords and grief. This is coming through with a lesson for you. Okay, some of you are really getting to the heart of the matter. You're really in the space where you're like, okay, you know what? That grief, right? I'm feeling it, I'm seeing it, but also I'm learning that lesson. I'm learning to let whatever it is that needs to fall away go, instead of holding on to it, or instead of trying to be like the one that's like, no, this doesn't get to go, no, I can't. And being in a place of really what is the word that I'm looking for, kind of resisting it, right? Because when you're resisting that, those prayers that you've put out there, those prayers that are trying or working very hard to come in and be answered, when you resist it, when you're holding on to, and you're like, no, and you're not letting that lesson, you're not seeing that it's going away, because what it's making space for what you want, what you're calling for, what you've prayed for, Aquarius, to come in. When you're holding it, you're not learning that lesson. It can't come through, or it comes through in a distorted or a funky kind of way. Okay, so let it go. Whatever it is that's wanting to go, let it go. Now see, you've got that Eight of Pentacles right after that. Isn't that interesting? That Eight of Pentacles is really using what is coming through all the way to that kind of happy place, Aquarius, allowing that to really, really come in. Now, this could come in as far as your physical comforts, right? Allow that, or could come in as far as finances go, right? Taking your skills or whatever it is that you've learned, the lessons that have come through, the understandings, the breakthroughs, the ahas, and really taking that all the way to the proverbial bank or the metaphorical bank, the bank of your heart, the bank of, right? However that comes through for you specifically here, Aquarius. But this is really having the space where you're like, okay, I've got this, these skills. I'm learning. I'm taking these lessons. I'm taking these experiences, right? And I'm using that to create more comfort, to create more joy, to create more finances, to create more understanding, to bring that breakthrough, to have that nurturing, to cultivate what it is that I do want, to call that in. Okay, you already have yes, Aquarius. So there is that potential, right, with the grief and the Three of Swords, which is like double grief here, that what is working to go, that things have to fall away, and that's going to be happening during this time. As that's happening, though, you're going to see the signs and the synchronicities and all of the beautiful, like, little happenstances that are showing up as well, or those bonuses that are coming through as well, so that you know that what is falling away is just to make space for what you have been praying for to come in. Okay, now let's go ahead. You've already got that yes, you've already got that trust, right? Trust, no belief. And the last card to come out is that abundance. See, that abundance is working to come through. Spirit is like, Aquarius, your prayers have been heard. We have heard your prayers. I have heard your prayers. I am working. I'm diligently behind the curtains here, working to bring that in, working to bring that through. But I need you to give a little too. Stop resisting. Allow for what needs to go to make this room go. Let it go. Let it go. Okay? Let it go, so that there's space for this abundance to come in, for your prayers to be answered, for what it is that you have been, the seeds that you planted, whenever you planted them, last year, last month, whenever, the last new moon, right? For them to come to fruition. But if you keep resisting, if you keep attempting to hold on to what is no longer vibrant or true for you, right? And what isn't in within that space that you have been holding for yourself, or those prayers that you have been putting out there within that abundance, within that space, if that's not there, I can't bring this abundance, and I can't bring in this new job or this money or this new person or this new home or whatever it is, or it's distorted, it doesn't come through true, or it won't last, whatever it may be, Aquarius. You know what's true for you, you know what it is, right? But let the abundance come through. Let it come through. Trust. No, it's already done. You don't have to look for it. You don't have to worry about it. Let whatever it is, grieve it. Yes, of course, but let it fall away. Let it be the experience. Let it be the lesson that it is. Take that move forward. Make that space. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Make that space, and let that abundance, that new prayer, whatever it is that you had set out there that you had been cultivating, nurturing, let it come in. Trust that it's already here. You got that. Yes, it's already done. It's already done. It's already done. All right. Beautiful. I do intend this resonated with you and for you. If it did, please do hit the like button and share this video. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. Also, if you got value from this message, there is a donation link in the description box. You can donate as a sign of support and or gratitude, and you can leave a tip, same thing. It's right down there. All right, go ahead and hit the subscribe button as well, and the bell icon, so you're notified every time I upload new readings. If you haven't, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon. Go ahead, hit them, hit them, hit them. It is free for you to subscribe to the YouTube channel and just support the Lucky Stars community in growing and thriving. Do whatever it is that you need to do to allow that abundance to come through, to trust, to know that that answer is yes. Let whatever needs to fall away, fall away. Any fears, concerns, worries, the past, whatever it is for you, Aquarius, let it fall away and move into this beautiful energy. The rest of September, this new moon in Virgo, it has so many blessings and so many prayers that are being answered here, Aquarius. Let it flow in. Let it come to you, okay? As always, I do wish you lots of hope, lots of joy, and lots of love with all of your current and future endeavors. Yay! I'll see you in the next reading.